Let me ask you a question. What could make a woman kill her own friend and then sell her body parts? These are not scenes from a horror movie. These are real stories, shocking, sad, and very real. A 43-year-old Kehinde Oladimeji and his wife, 35-year-old Adejumoke Raji, were arrested in Ogun State. The police found human parts inside a plastic bucket in their home. When police questioned them, the truth came out, at least part of it. Kehinde said it all started when his wife invited a friend over to their house. The friend came on a Tuesday, spent time with them, and went back home. Everything seemed normal. But 2 days later, on Thursday, the woman came again. This time, things took a very dark turn. According to Kehinde, his wife cooked noodles and eggs for a friend. After eating, the friend went into the bathroom to take a shower. As the day grew dark, Kehinde said he asked his wife when the friend would leave. His wife told him that the friend was tired and needed to rest. So Kehinde said he stepped out to the backyard, but when he returned, he found something he never expected. His wife had killed her friend, and not only that, she had dismembered her body. He was shocked. He asked her why. And her reply, she said the woman had offended her a long time ago. But that is not all. Kehinde said his wife took it a step further. She cut off the woman's head and they both sold it to a man in Ibadan for 70,000 naira only. The buyer, he claimed, was a man named Oluomo. Now, how did this even happen? This is a huge question that makes me so curious about the whole evil act. Kehinde said he had once been on a phone call with a friend from Ibadan. The friend, known as Omobale, asked him if he could help get a human head. Kehinde told him no, that he didn't know how to do such things, but his wife had overheard the phone call. She then asked him how much the man would pay. He told her 70,000 naira. Kehinde claims he never knew she had already made up her mind to carry it out. Now standing in front of police and reporters, Kehinde said, "I am not strong when it happened. I even wanted to kill myself." But his wife, Adejumoke, tells a different story. She denied everything flat. She looked at her husband and said, "Stop framing me up." She claimed they got a sack from a man named Michael, her husband's friend, and when they opened it, they discovered it had human parts inside. So who is telling the truth in this case? Only God knows. But the police are not joking with this case. According to the spokesperson for the Ogun State Police, Abimbola Oyeyemi, and the arrest came after a landlord in the area made a report. One pastor, Adisa, who lived in the house compound, had complained of a terrible smell coming from Kehinde and Adejumoke's room. When police searched the room, they found fresh human parts inside the plastic container, and just like that, the couple was arrested. A quiet neighborhood, a married couple, a visiting friend, and a bucket full of horror.
The rate at which some disgruntled elements are killing their fellow human beings for money-making rituals is becoming worrisome, and it is something that all well-meaning Nigerians has to put hands on deck to checkmate.
Jẹ́yàwó mi, ó pe ọ̀rẹ́ tó jẹ́ obìnrin. The first day tó kọ́kọ́ wá, ó lọ. Ó dẹ̀ bóyá ọjọ́ yẹn bọ́ sí Tuesday mi ò mọ̀. But the second day tó máa ọjọ́ yẹn dẹ̀ bọ́ sí jọ Thursday. So èmi wà lẹ́ńkulè pẹ̀lú àwọn tenant tó kù. Mo ṣáà bẹ̀ mo jókòó mo ń ṣeré pẹ̀lú wọn. Ó dẹ̀ ìyàwó ní ṣó máa ṣanra, ìyẹn ní òun máa ṣanra. Ó dẹ̀ mú lady yẹn jáde sẹ́ńkulè. Lady yẹn lọ ṣanra fúnra rẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ wọlé, ó wọ ọṣọ padà. Èmi sì jókòó sẹ́ńkulè. The next thing, nígbà táwọn baálé àdúgbò tèrò ṣáà ti pọ̀, ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn ti wá sún mi mú ní irú wàhálà òlélẹ̀ báyìí tó rọ lọ́wọ́. Ṣáwọn families mi gbọ́dọ̀ gbà àbí kíní kan. Ẹ̀fẹ̀ máa lọ gbé ìkẹyìn ló wá di pé pàtì èèyàn ló wà ń bẹ̀ tó ti ń rùn. Baálé iṣẹ́ àbẹ̀rẹ̀ pé báwo ló ṣe jẹ́, mo dẹ̀ declare mo sọ fún baálé.
Now let's move to Bayelsa, where two teenage boys nearly took a girl's life, all in the name of money. In Shagbama local government area of Bayelsa State, two boys just 16 years old almost committed a terrible crime. They lured a 14-year-old girl to an uncompleted building. Their plan, to use her for money rituals. It was the early hours of Monday, January 3rd. People in the area said the boys had used a charm to attract the girl and get her to follow them quietly, but something didn't go as planned. A passerby noticed something strange: two young boys sneaking around with a girl who looked confused and scared. The person followed them and raised an alarm. Locals quickly gathered and rushed to the scene. What they saw was shocking. The girl had no idea what was happening to her. One of the boys was holding a mirror, the other had some mysterious items in his hand. People began to shout, "Hold the boys," and ask questions. It didn't take long before they confessed they were trying to perform a ritual using the girl. Even more shocking, one of the boys is said to be the son of a traditional ruler in the Amanana Owe community. Yes, a royal son, now a suspect in the planned ritual attack. Videos and photos of the boys have since gone viral on the internet. The community is still in shock. How did these children get so lost? How did they learn such wickedness at this age? What are we teaching our youth? Some says it is peer pressure, others blame social media and fake native doctors who promise riches through sacrifice. But whatever the reason, one thing is clear: we are losing our children to greed. Two stories, two sets of people, different ages, same roads, desperation and evil. A woman kills her own friend over a grudge and sells her head. Two teenage boys nearly take a girl's life for wealth they may never live to enjoy. What is happening to our society? When did human life become so cheap? These are not just news stories, they are warnings. Let's open our eyes, let's teach our children better, let's watch our neighbors, let's speak out when we see something strange. Because if that man hadn't speak out, it would have become a successful route for those criminals. Because today it was someone else's friend, someone else's daughter. Tomorrow it could be yours. Stay safe, stay alert. And if you found this story eye-opening, don't forget to like, comment and share. We're going to see you on our next video. Stay safe out there. Peace out.
Hey! They wait for update, I when I finish.
Because this is the hate of man in humanity to man. It is the superlative degree of animalistic behavior. There is nothing like money-making rituals. It is barbaric, it is despicable, and it's not acceptable. But during our interrogation, the husband confessed to us that the lady in question happened to be a friend to his wife, and that the deceased visited them. His wife cooked indomie for her. After eating the indomie, which has been drugged, the lady fell asleep. It was while sleeping that his wife strangled her to death. And after that, he dismembered the body. He removed the head. According to him, the head was sold at the rate of 70,000 naira to somebody in Ibadan.